coaching here in the tank so you can go deeper where you need it, wherever you currently are in your business. So today I want to bring us back to basics because we have started spring and we need to check where we are in our business plans. It's time to look, where are we in the business plan? We started out the year excited, ready to go. We put our plans together. We put our marketing plans together. We put our money together, vision, all this wonderful things. And then we have to come back and go, okay, it's April. Where am I at? Do I need to get myself back to basics? It's almost like when we're on a diet or we're on a wellness program, right? Where are you in your progress? And we get back to the original focus, okay? And the focus gets back into lead generation. That's it, right? We've got to consistently and always be in the mindset of lead generation. But where I want to bring you back is that basics to help our mindsets be in the right place to have an amazing spring. Because when I bring you into an April, what I call 5 is alive, and I can't wait to tell you all about it because I've been teaching it for over 20 years and it is extremely successful for everyone who puts their mind to 5 is alive. Okay. And I will explain it all when April comes. But I knew that bringing this to you guys today and getting back into the basics with our mindset is going to help you move into something deeper when we go into 5 is alive. Okay. So here we go. This is open mic, please. I want you to feel like this is group coaching today because I really want you to embrace what's going on and not look at it like, what the heck? This is for newbies. It's not. The basics in real estate sales is lead generation, but it's also the mindset of becoming a salesperson and knowing that you are in sales, right? So I do coach individuals and teams one-on-one. And many times I have people that will come to me and they've been in the business for 15 years. And they will tell me it's almost like clockwork, whether it's the first session or maybe the third session that we're together. MJ, treat me like a newbie. What? And I already know it's going to come. Treat me like a new agent. Treat me like I don't know anything. I want to start from scratch. What do I need to do? I have bad habits. I wasn't given good tutoring, coaching, training. I feel like I need to go all the way back. And I completely understand what that means because many times we just jump into this business and go, and we didn't have that good structure and foundation. Does that make sense? So this is where I'm going to get you in your mindset today. So when we go into April and I push you further and I ask you to go deeper, then you're ready to go. Okay. So basic real estate sales and lead generation. Oh yes. Well, oops, I had to left someone in here just a second. There we go. Hi, Yasmin. What does it mean to be a salesperson? A lot of this is going to be some self-reflection, but I want you to go deep with it because I can't take you that much deeper until you breathe in all this oxygen with me, okay? What does it mean to be a salesperson? Well, every salesperson or business owner knows that selling is the key to success. I could just drop the mic, be done with it, and we're done. You got to sell. What are you selling? Well, we sell houses. No, houses sell themselves. When you price it right, the house will sell itself. So you are in business for yourself so that you can get people to want to be attracted to you. Ironically, this vital component is often the very stumbling block that keeps people, entrepreneurs, real estate agents from even becoming close to their true potential. Why? Because we're not looking at ourselves as salespeople, and we need to. Why? Because what happens, this is why they don't get to their true potential, is because the focus is on technique. It's on addressing how to do this, how to do this. We get into so much seminar wise, go to this class, learn. But the focus can be too much on technique without ever addressing the thoughts and behaviors of what it means to be a salesperson. I got into sales, so it's going to require me to be doing things differently than I did when I was doing what I did before. Okay, so ask yourself this question, and then I'm going to ask you, and you're welcome to chime in or you can put it in the chat because this is a very much a group coaching type of session today. What did you do before you became a salesperson? Were you a nurse? Were you an attorney? Did you sell solar door to door? Did you sell water systems door to door? Maybe you have sales in your background already. Okay, that's great because you're bringing possibly some sales skills into this business. So anybody want to share, even in the chat, what did you do before you decided real estate's my new gig? This is what I'm going to do for my career and for my life. So let's see, what do we got here? Owned a pharmacy company and was in hospitality. Okay, awesome. So people, service related, and then very technical, compliant. Wow. I mean, there's a lot of compliance in pharmaceuticals, I'm sure. I can only imagine. Content writer and social media content creator. Wow, that's awesome. So look at what you're bringing to the table, right? You're bringing in all of this expertise that maybe I wouldn't have. I had to learn it as I go. Anyone else? Family business is in construction. Okay, you ran the office in construction. Tanya, did you want to say something?
Yes. So I think I've always been in sales. The only time I was not was when I worked at a school district as an assistant to a teacher.
Okay. So,
but it just wasn't for me.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, sometimes we just decide to move on. Customer service at a utility company, fabulous. Okay, so notice that everyone is sharing, those that have shared, they've done something other than becoming a salesperson. I don't have anybody here literally saying, I was a salesperson, I sold X. But whatever you were doing, you were still doing what? Selling yourself. You were still selling the expertise, the knowledge, your customer service, your hospitality, your content creation, right? Your knowledge in the construction business to be able to do that, your service, your way of being as an assistant to help someone else, all of your knowledge in the utility factor to be able to talk to people. You're in sales. So you were all in sales, but you weren't. You were, but you weren't. That's what gets confusing about this particular business because most people come in. I have people that I have coached. I have a true real life person that I've coached for years. I don't coach him anymore. He was a rocket scientist. And he came to me and he said, I used to work for NASA and I want to be a realtor now. And we joked about it because he said, of course, this isn't rocket science, is it? And I said, well, it has its nuances of rocket science, but it's not rocket science, right? But he came in and he doesn't have that experience. So there are new things that we're going to have to learn, right? If this is a new career profession for you, now you have to put into your mindset all of these new things. And this is what we battle with every day, my dearest friends. We battle these things constantly, whether it's one or all of them. What new skills are now that I have to learn? We have all these new skills to learn. When you go get a new job, if you change your career from pharmaceuticals to hospitality, if that was the case for Gina, then she was like, okay, I've got new things to learn in the hospitality industry versus if she went hospitality to pharmaceutical industry, new things to learn. You've got new skills. All of us have new skills that we have to learn every single day. And we have new disciplines that we're needing to adapt to. And this is why I want to bring us into this today. Before I can take you deeper next month, I want to make sure your head is wrapped around this. What are the new disciplines that you need to adapt to now? What are the new fears that you need to overcome? Talking to people? You talk to people in your other job, in your other profession. Maybe there wasn't fear there. Why is there fear in this profession, right? What are those things we have to overcome? What are the new obstacles and challenges that you're being faced with now? Rejection, the lack of something, lack of knowledge, lack of skill. What new knowledge is required that you need to master? You've got contracts, you've got disclosures, you've got the MLS, you have code of ethics, you have rules and policies, the market, the interest rate. What do you need to know? Who do you need to know? Who do you need to know now in your world that you didn't need to know? Did you need a contractor and a landscaper and a pool guy and a mason when you had customer service at the utility company? No. Now, Yasmin did. She probably has a lot of those people because she ran the office and she was in construction, right? But now you need to know different types of people. Who do you need to meet now? Who do you need to be talking to? How do you need to act when you wake up every single day? When you got up every single day and went to the office to teach kids, you had a way of helping your teachers and you had a way of acting around parents. Now you have to think as a business owner and what you need to be doing every day and how you need to be thinking. It's different. It's not the same. And this is our struggle. And these are the things that many times we're not taught. We go straight into technique and say this, say that, do this, do that. And we need to be thinking differently. One of the things that I was challenged with, and I had great teachers and coaches, I was fortunate, is I would say, this is hard. And she would say, it's only hard if you believe it's hard. Do you believe in yourself? I think we have to really move into the belief that you want to do this, that you can do this, that it's all about sales. But for those who believe that selling is difficult, it is. As long as you think it's difficult, it is. But for those who believe selling is easy, it also is. It is easy. Selling is so easy that it's hard. If you've ever found yourself in this place, and I confess that I have in my career, where I'm looking at someone else going, how is it that they're doing it and I'm not doing it? I don't get it. What is it that they have that I don't have? I'm smart. I know what to do. I know them. Do you see what I'm saying? Tell me you haven't felt that way. I know you have. We all have. I don't get it. Why does it seem so easy for them and it seems so hard for me? What is it that's going on up here for them, perhaps, along with the behaviors that they have, that they've changed? It is easy. It's so easy, it's hard, right? Anybody feel that way? And then when you get in the business, they put you and throw you into all kinds of, you got to go learn this and you got to go learn this, but we're not knowing where to start. Like, where do I start? And we're right now getting ready to go into, or we're in spring, and we need to move and launch our way so that our business from April to the end of December has its plan and it's marching forward. I've got to plant all these seeds, but if I have a weed in here and it is a rumor weed that's lying to me and telling me I can't do it, it's too hard for me, the interest rates are this, all that pessimism, which we're constantly having to put out, it's going to be hard. So where do I start? Every morning we have a place that we need to start. How do you start your day? What's going on in here is where you start. Some of you may start your day on your knees. Some of you may start your day in the gym. Some of you may start your day with coffee. Some of you may start your day with crying children. I get it. Some of you may start your day with rushing out the door to take kids to school. Okay. But where do you start right now as a salesperson? Because once you're left alone, you need to go, okay, I'm in business for myself. I'm Tanya Garcia. I am a real estate professional. I have a business. This is my brand. And I need to start my day. Where am I? Let me put myself in check. Sandy, put yourself in check, right? Peggy, Yasmin, Nancy, Gina, we have to know, where do we start? I don't care if you've been in the business just starting or like myself, 30 years. We all have to kind of regroup a little bit. The first step is going to be our belief, and we're going to need to change the way we think right now. This marketplace has shifted. It shifted on you and you didn't have a say. It was just thrust upon you. Silicon Valley Bank crashed. And then you had Signature Bank, crashed. Well, they're going to get bought out. Something's going to happen. I can't worry about that stuff. I need to change the way I think about how I'm going to move forward to go out and generate leads and build business for myself. So I wrote this out. Let me draw a sharp distinction on one way to look at it. Selling is not simple, but my belief is that it can be easy. So it can be easy. It's not always simple to do. It has all of these things that are required for it to do, but it can be easy. So my rocket scientist, love him. I give that example. So being a rocket scientist would be difficult without the right knowledge. If I don't know how to be a rocket scientist, I'm not going to know how to get that thing off the ground. I have an uncle that worked for NASA. I have an uncle, his name is Dan. He sent stuff into space all the time, talked to us about it so that they could run tests on worms and plant life and all this other stuff. And he says, MJ, it's years of experience of studying. He says, it's hard. It's hard. But as long as I have the right knowledge, we can throw anything into space. I'm like, okay. Well, likewise, being a highly paid and successful salesperson will be difficult if you don't have the right knowledge. Well, the right knowledge is, how am I selling myself? Am I doing the right things to make sure that I have a profitable business? So you say, well, what is the right knowledge, MJ? Remember, I told you that most people come to me and say, start me from scratch. I've been in the business 15 years and I want you to treat me like a newbie because I feel like I'm not doing the things that I need to be doing structured wise. Many great sales and training programs out there, they're going to tell you how to make a sale. They're going to give you the nuts and bolts behind making the sale. We're going to tell you about all the closing questions. We're going to tell you how to handle objections, right? You got it. Don't tell me you haven't been to those classes, because you've been. They teach you to be consistent in your sales process so you can get contracts signed, so you can get people to sign that buyer broker agreement with you. All of that is good. However, here's what happens. Many times coaches and trainers, and even it could be your brokers in your offices or whatever, they leave out this vital information on how to sell easily and successfully with thoughtful intention. I still need to sell. So if any of you have seen that movie, Pursuit of Happiness, he still had to go out and sell. It was required for him to get up every day and get rid of what he had in his hand. You're required to go out and meet new people, bring new people into your world so that you can build a pipeline, right? So the first step is belief. So we're going to go into 4 principles here. The principles. What is a principle? I have good principles. I'm a good realtor. I behave. I get that, because a principle is a rule or belief governing one's behavior. What are the principles? What is governing your behavior as a business owner right now? What is it? How are you acting every day? And what are you thinking about? Your family relies on you. Somebody is relying on you to go out and make this a great business besides yourself. Someone's hoping that you made it happen today. How'd it go today? Did you write a contract? Did you list a house? Did you sell a house? Did you show property? Like, people wonder sometimes what we do, especially our family and our kids as they're growing up, they're watching. So your principles, a principle, we're going to go into 4 principles right now. And I'm not talking about just code of ethics and being a good girl and boy in the business, because we need to respect each other and have honesty and integrity and follow the National Association of Realtor Code of Ethics, 17 articles that we have. Yes, I want to live and be a good realtor, but I want to have a great profitable business. I'm here to make money. You should be here to make money. If I'm not making money, I don't eat. And I like to eat. Okay. It's important for me to eat. But how do I have a great profitable business and still learn all these other things? I've got to get into the right principles and frame of mind every single day. And this mindset, we talk about it. We've probably been to a lot of people that will talk about it. We just want to get into that right place right now as we move into April, right? So I want to live good principles, but I want to have a great business. So principle number 1, this is not rocket science. I'm telling you right now. And you're going to go, of course, MJ, this isn't rocket science. Do you guys have a clear plan of what you want? Today. Not yesterday. Today. If yesterday was still good and today you need a new one, then you need to get on it right now. And you should just be taking a note and say, she's correct. What do I want? What is my personal plan? I chose this business for a reason. Okay, what is the reason? Somebody tell me what your reason is. Most of you are going to say, to be in business for myself, to have freedom, to have a flexible schedule, right? All the things that we could say, we already know what to say. You need to know what you want. What do you want it to provide for your personal life? You personally, Peggy, you, Yasmin, personally, Nancy, what? Your personal goals and your big dreams are first before your business goals. Because you can have great business goals and everyone's going to talk about the big why. And I'm not going to skirt around the big why. I'm not the biggest fan of your big why anymore because I think it's been talked about so much. It's more about personally, this is what I want. Because 10 times out of 10, everyone's big why is what? My family. So if everybody's big why is the same, so to speak, then let's set that aside because everybody in the room is going to agree. My family is my big why. My son, my daughter, my grandchildren, it's your family. So let me get back to being clear about you. This is what I aspire. I aspire to own 3 rental properties. And I got into the business because I want 3 rental properties. And through that, I'm hoping to meet new people that will get me to diversify and grow my portfolio. If that's why you got into the business, be real with yourself. Okay. Get clear about those details. What are the details? If you've ever watched Shark Tank, anybody ever watched Shark Tank? Okay. So Shark Tank, you go up in front of these investors and you are to tell them why they should invest in you. What are the details about your plan and why should I invest in you? Tell me what's going on. Clear, intentional, personal life plan is going to lead to a clear and concise business plan. We did business planning in January. If you guys didn't go to the class, go rewatch the recording. Plenty of spreadsheets and plenty of things that we gave you. I can probably say most of the folks that watched, unless they're really Johnny on the spot, don't even use them. Give me all these cool tools and everything, but we don't use them because we're lacking clarity on what I really want. So if you really only want to sell 6 transactions this year, be clear. Clear why? Because I like to travel, because I'm going to do X, because I'm going to Europe. Do you see what I mean? Clear. If you're saying, nope, I'm going to do 20 transactions, I'm doing 1 a month, period, end of story. Why? And here are the details. This is what it's going to do for my life. Personal plan. We've got this wheel of life. Some of you may have seen this before. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. The wheel of life is how we roll. So I've got personal time, things that I want to achieve, things that I want in my financial world, what's going on in my finances. They're either good or they're not good. My career, my work life, my home and my environment, personal growth, health and wellness, family, friendships, self-esteem. Okay, great. This is about looking at it from a scale of 1 to 10 to describe how much time you spend in each area of your life. Okay. But then wait a minute. Now I'm a salesperson. So now I've got to add these new areas and include them in my life. Prospecting. Oh, I have to prospect now. Oh, now I've got to make client calls. Now I have to go out and follow up and return phone calls. And I've got to go out on appointments. I need to be in classes and education, the right things that are going to keep me focused and to be determined, ... And I've got to throw this in here and make sure that I'm keeping balance. And when you take this wheel of life and you add them in here, you want to join the marks with this line between them and see how smoothly your wheel is rolling. Because if you start to see that you have an 8 over here and a 1 over here, and then a 5 over here and a 10 over here, and you start to do it, your wheel of life is going to be all over the place, right? So you've got to bring some balance to it. Otherwise, you're not enjoying what you do. How can you continue to go forward between April and December now and do all the things that you want with your personal plan if you're not enjoying it and you're not recognizing that you're in sales? So you've got to just keep that balance, and you want to keep a smooth line as much as possible. Check on this wheel of life every single month and see where you're at. Just see where you're at. I do this when I'm coaching people, and then we work on that. So clear plan on what you want. Principle number 2, who are you targeting? So I want you to put in the chat right now, you only get to choose one. I work with everybody, MJ. Okay, for those of you who've been in the business for a while, I get it. But if we are working right now between April and August, who are you going to target? Because that's going to help me to help you move forward as we keep going in these classes. So I have absentee owners. Awesome. Sellers with a price point, 800K and above. Love that. Because that would be, you could call that luxury homes, but that's very target marketed. You know exactly what you're after. Are you empty nesters? Are we income property? Are we investors only? What about newly married? Anybody focused on people that just got married? What about divorced people? 1031 exchanges can be included in the absentee owners, but maybe that's connected, or you can just be going after anybody that's looking to do a 1031 exchange. That would be absentee owners. Bank-owned properties, estate attorneys. Because if you're not specializing in who you're going to work with and you say, I'm going to do them all. It doesn't matter, MJ, if they come to me, I'm going to work with them. Okay, well, if they come to you and you know how to do it and you're going to work with them, then that's great. But who are you targeting? Right now, who are you targeting? So I have 2 people with 2 targets. If you don't have your target, you need to make sure you pick one before we're done. So I'm going to call you out on it. You need help. I don't know who to target, MJ. I'm lost. When I know exactly who I'm after, luxury homes. Okay, Tanya, because then now it's going to come the next step of all the details, right? First time buyers, absentee owners. Which one? Thomas, both? Pick one. Pick one for targeting, right? Because you want to specialize. Specializing in an area is going to help you really hone in, because absentee owners and first time buyers are 2 different people. Awesome. First time buyers. Okay. Now, how are we doing it? Sellers. What kind of sellers, Peggy? Be real clear on the types of sellers that you're looking for. I want all sellers, right? If it's a zip code, then that might work as well, which includes that price point like Gina had put in there. Is it empty nesters? Is it right sizing sellers, downsizing sellers, people that have recently had deaths that need to sell? Could be a downsizing seller. All of these areas right here are going to help you as you target. We've got marketing automation. You've got your CRM in Long Beach, 900K and above. Awesome. Love it, love it, love it. Don't not think about it. I know there's a couple of you that haven't done it yet. Your marketing automation, your contact management, which is your CRM, your lead generation, your website, profit analysis, your community, and your sales funnel. These are all things you have to learn. These are all places that are going to help you target and keep you in line. If you're only doing one, it should definitely be your customer relationship management software. If you do nothing else, you may not be doing Facebook Messenger ads or TikTok or Instagram or anything. Fine. Is your CRM amazing? Are you using it to the best of its ability? And if not, that needs to start today, because April is in just a few days. Your CRM is the backbone and the heart of you being successful as a salesperson, because you're selling yourself. You're selling your brand. You're selling your expertise in the specialty of Long Beach of 900K and above. I'm selling my absentee owner knowledge. Get it? So as a salesperson, I'm targeting, okay, how am I going to do it? How am I going to go find them? Number one question, MJ, I don't know where to go. I don't know how to find these people. I'm just lost. I need business like today. I need it now. I need business today, because there are people that you may have in your pipeline. There might be people that you already have in your CRM or in a mail marketing campaign. And maybe it's quiet for them right now. Maybe it's crickets. Maybe you don't have a lot of business to offer you. Okay. So are you seeking new business? People call it become a hunter. And I'm like, well, you can look at it becoming a hunter. Hunters kill. So I'm not looking to kill anybody. I call it becoming a business seeker. I'm seeking business. You need to become a business seeker. How are you doing it? Well, I need to target. I'm either doing a Facebook Messenger ad. I'm buying exclusive seller leads from maybe Market Leader. Market Leader is a place I could teach you later how to do. I am using automated text marketing through my CRM. These CRMs now are using ChatGPT. Do you know how your CRM is using that? If it's not using it, then maybe you want to get into that. More people, the highest percentage of return on anybody's responses. So ROR, return on response, texting. People will text you quicker than they're going to look at any other thing going on right now if you're trying to get their attention. Using slide dial broadcast to circle prospect, maybe just listed sold. And maybe if you're doing a virtual open house or, just doing a midweek open house, hey, come over here, neighbors or whatever, slide dial broadcast is a great way to see this. Pick up the phone and you're making outbound phone calls. Great. There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe you're connecting very specifically. I need to be seeking business. You need ideas? I'm going to give you ideas. Why don't you connect with the local adoption agency? Maybe there's an event there. Maybe there's pet lovers. If you're a pet lover, I'm a pet lover. I used to rescue dogs Don't ask. Thank goodness I'm down to 2 dogs now. No more rescuing dogs. But leads, people that love dogs. Pitch your listing or your expertise to news outlets. Have you ever gone? I went out to the local news cable back when we had cable, and I was also on, shoot, what channel was it? I think it was CBS News or whatever. And I said, I would like to talk to somebody. Can I share what's going on in this local area? The market has shifted. And they said, yes, we would love to hear a local market expert talk about it. And I was on television, and I still have it. It's pretty cool. You can pitch a listing and then talk about your marketplace, especially if you have a very unique listing. Sign up to do broker price opinions. Right now, broker price opinions are coming back. And through that, you might be able to get a bank to work with you on selling their distressed homes, their bank-owned properties, and et cetera. Then you can market to the owners of distressed homes. Target those absentee owners. I love, for those of you, Atanas, that said absentee owners. I think there was one other person, Nancy, that said absentee owners. Listen, they are a great place to seek business. Because number one, you have twofold. You have them considering selling and doing a 1031 exchange. And then you have the person there that might want to buy their rental, or they're going to buy. They're going to have to move out. So you're either helping them with a lease. I'm not a leasing agent. I'm a listing agent. But you may be helping them with a lease, or you're going to help them buy. Okay. Pitch older expired listings. When I say older, I go back a year ago. Go back 7-8 months ago. Go to canceled listings. Join networking groups. Go to the chamber. Join a Facebook group outside of real estate. Okay, MJ, I think I've heard this before. Okay, what are you doing? Right? What are you doing? Are you seeking business the way you need to be seeking business? I'm in sales. I'm a salesperson that needs new business. Okay. I wanted to bring this up. I don't get paid to endorse them or anything, but I've used them in the past and they're very good. So if you are targeting a specific area, like Gina was saying, a specific area, and I think also Peggy, use predictive analytics today to get your seller leads. This one is called smartzip.com. Okay. There are some other ones. I'm going to tell you that they're probably the least expensive. They're going to be the more inexpensive than expensive. But now you can target a specific area. You can do it with as little as 200 homes. So now it's just a small area. You can do bulk mail to 200 homes. And now you can say, this is what I want to do. I want to be the person that everybody's talking about in area code 92620. That's my plan, because I walk my dogs, my kids go to the school, or I used to teach in that area. I'm thinking of Tanya because she used to teach somewhere. So maybe Tanya, your area where you used to teach, people know you, then you choose a zip code. Again, what are we talking about? Targeting. Our biggest challenge is we're trying to throw out a net that's so wide that we just want everybody. But that's fine if they come to you and you can service them. That's completely different. But, oh, I wasn't even targeting that. I can throw out all those areas and those nets that bring me business, but my target is this. This is what I focus on every single day. Okay. Gina said you tried it, but you weren't a fan. Okay, fair enough. I know there's a couple other ones out there as well. I think there's OFFRS. That might be one. OFFRS, which is offers. They might be one that does it, but you have to find one that works for you. That one has always worked for me and I enjoyed it. Maybe it's the area that I live in and it works really, really well when it comes to SmartZip. Okay. At the end of the day, find something in where you're going to get support for your targeting. Otherwise, you're just throwing out a net and waiting to catch a fish in a huge ocean that everybody else has got their net and it's getting tangled in there. Principle number 3, you've got to create your ideal schedule. Oh, yeah, it's nothing new. This isn't rocket science. Okay, what is your schedule? Do you know what it is 2 weeks ahead of time? So that you can have the wedding in the way, not in the way, but you can have your wedding. Okay, this is my wedding. I'm off. These are the days that I'm going to for a weekend with my husband, my spouse. This is, my child's baseball games or whatever. So you got to put all those in first. When are you working? What time you get up? What time do you close? What are your hours of business? Do you know them? I work 24/7. Really? If you do, something's wrong. There's no business that's really open 24/7 except maybe IHOP. International House of Pancakes, or I don't know, these places that are out there, maybe In-N-Out, even In-N-Out closes at 2 o'clock in the morning or something like that. Not everybody's open 24/7, and neither should you. You can't service anyone. Yes, the hospital. Thank you. Those are servicing the hurting and the sick and the impaired. So they need to be open 24/7. 2 weeks at a time allows you to see and hold your own self accountable. If you don't have a coach and you don't have anybody going, let me see your schedule, then you're holding yourself accountable. And if you're not doing this now, you're already not thinking the way a salesperson needs to think. So what time do you start and what time do you end? Period. What days are you working these next 2 weeks? Which days are you off? How do you go back and review what's working for you when you had a great last 2 weeks? If you're just shooting from the hip every morning, God bless you. Tell me how it works, because that doesn't work for me and it doesn't work for anybody I coach. You cannot get up every day and just figure it out. You need to know what you're doing minimum for the next 2 weeks. Things can change and you can move things around, but you've got to know. So I teach this at a much higher level, and it takes a while to get through this type of scheduling. You're not just going to learn it overnight, but you need to have 3 R's in your day. So remodel time, results time, and recover time. When you're remodeling, you're working on your business. It's under construction, but I'm working on it. I'm working on a flyer. I'm working on a video. I'm working on something to get me closer to the business that I'm seeking and the target that I'm after. My results time has to do with I'm working in the business. So if I'm working in it, it's getting me closer to ching, 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 money. That means that I am making phone calls. I am establishing rapport with people, setting an appointment. I'm previewing property is not results time. That's remodel time. I'm looking at the market and learning about the market. Results time is I'm showing property. I'm on an appointment. I'm doing a Zoom with somebody. That's getting me closer to money. Remodel time, working on my business. Results time, working in my business. And yes, I can send you the spreadsheet because it's easy peasy. It's in Excel. You fill it out. You put colors to it. It's a great way to help your team, anybody that you're working with, and say, let me just hold you accountable for the next 3 months. I want you to send me your 2-week schedule at a glance. I want to see what you're doing and what you're focused on. Where is your target? Because that really tells you what's really happening in somebody's world. And if you do it yourself, you're going to say, okay, yeah, I see where I'm lacking. It's okay to have gaps. The gaps are for appointments. The gaps are in there, but where is my remodel time working on my business? Where is my results time? Recover time should be 30 minutes, no less than 30 minutes by yourself. You need to recover. Go take a walk. Don't go to the gym. You need to be alone, play a game, read a book that's relaxing, listen to music, do something that has nothing to do towards some kind of achievement that you're working on. Okay. Maybe you pray, maybe you meditate, take time by yourself. Okay. Recover time. So remodel time should be in yellow. Results time should be in green. That's money. Recover time is blue. Then your family is in another color. So now your family can be your favorite color. Maybe it's purple, maybe it's orange or whatever. And now your family gets to see what you're doing. You need to show those that are supporting you and your cheerleaders, I'm a salesperson and I own a business. Sweetie Pie, my business is open from 8 o'clock and I'm done at 5. Maybe there's a day that you work 9 to 4. Maybe there's a day that you work 6 to 1 because of the way you do it. That's fine. As long as you're targeting and looking at your time, it's being very specific and productive. Okay. That's principle number 3. Principle number 4, build a powerful database. Yes. So you're building right now as you're building from April to August. That's what 5 is Alive is all about, where we're going to be planting seeds. Okay. Business cards. Okay. So I have a gazillion business cards. And I collected business cards. I finally decided that I was going to throw them away. All right. Well, most business cards, most of them end up in the trash, or they end up at the bottom of my purse, inside a jacket and a coat pocket, or I put gum inside it. I put gum in business cards. Oh, there's a business card. Let me put gum in it. I'm confessing to you, that's what I do with business cards. Where do you put your gum? Okay. Look. It's not about you. I need a business card. Okay, get your business cards. You leave them when you preview property. Somebody might want it. We're in the 21st century. Come on. You should be using a digital business card. Why? Because I'm going to take my digital business card and I'm going to say, hey, what's your phone number really quick so that I can send you my information digitally. Now I've got them in my phone. See, it's about who I know. So I'm taking responsibility and now I'm obligated, me, to follow up. If I give them my card, oh, okay, just give me your card. You know what? Better yet, I am going to give you my card. Let me give it to you digitally. You got your smartphone out? Everybody's got a smartphone. If somebody doesn't have a smartphone, okay, then maybe you have a business card. I haven't found anybody that doesn't have a phone. So don't worry so much about giving out a card. And if you're not collecting information, their business card matters more than yours. I need their information. Yes, Popple for my digital business card. I'm getting that next, Peggy. That is my next step is Popple. So digital business cards, that's old school. I'm not going to say you shouldn't have them so that you can drop them off. Old school. Okay, bye-bye. Gum. It's going at the bottom of a purse. I'm in their phone. I'm going to pop up. That's why they call it Popple. That's why I think about it. Okay. So I need to build a powerful database. How am I going to do it? I need to be seeking business. Well, let me share with you just briefly, just a little bit. This is an entire course that I teach, and it's called Rave. And I'm going to give you the tidbit because I'm bringing these things to you. You guys are in Coaching Tank, and we appreciate you sharing with other people if you're getting value out of what's going on. We teach you every week. Reliable associations of variable expertise. I've been teaching this since 1991, and I wrote this program because I didn't know anyone. I do not have a big family. I do not have a big sphere. I'm not one of those lucky people that can call on grandma, grandpa, and all the cousins that will start referring. If there's anybody else out there like me, then you relate. So I had to figure out, I got to build my business. I got to get people in my world. People don't know me. So I'm amazing. I'm great, right? Sure. But people don't know who you are. So I created my Raving Fans program. And I need reliable associations of variable expertise in my world. And I need all kinds of them. And I start from A to Z, from the accountant, right, to the, what did we have for I have a zip line company for my zip. You need to be the resource for everyone. So they will come to you for everything. And if you have all the resources, people will call you all the time. So I want my phone to ring. And what happened was I learned that if my phone was ringing naturally, it wasn't always come list me. It was MJ, you know everybody. Oh my gosh, you know everybody. I need this person. Do you have them? Yes, absolutely. What do you need? I need a beekeeper, somebody to get rid of bees off of my property. I got your person. In fact, I have two. By the way, how are things going for you? Can I answer a question for you about this market? Then I use the Ford method, family, occupation, recreation, dreams, and I start talking to them and building rapport. They called me, I'm giving them something, and now I'm asking if I can support. Okay, so I want people calling me. So I start getting people into my program. My program becomes so vast that everybody wanted to be part of my program. And being part of this program meant that I was referring business to people and they were referring business back to me naturally. So the script, I'm happy to share it, but it's very, very simple. You're looking for people that qualify to be in your program. So as you're out there targeting business and you go and you meet a pool guy, let's just say, or pool girl, hello, Mr. Pool Guy. This is Tanya with ABC Real Estate Group. I was referred to you by a friend or a neighbor, or I saw you on Facebook or wherever you found them, right? And now I'm not actually calling in need of your services today, but because I've started a customer care program, and that allows all of my past and present clients, friends, and family to call me when they have a real estate home improvement or a need or whatever that they do for their business. You change it. So for example, if someone had a painting need or a need for a pool service, they're going to call me. And then I'm going to give them your name and number so that they can contact you for service. So let me ask you, John, Sarah, are you actively seeking new business at this time? Hello. So I'm in business to also help other people's business, to become a local name, to have people in the area that I work with contact me for all kinds of resources. So you ask them that. They're going to say, of course, great. Then this program is a great fit for you because I will be sending you free business. What's the catch, right? They're going to be like, what's the catch? There isn't a catch. You need more people in your database. Build your database. We're always looking for the sellers, the buyers. I get it. So that's your target. Meanwhile, I'm still building my business with some awesome resources that I can give to people when they call me and they say, I don't really have anybody, but by the way, so Peggy, do you have a really great mason? Because I'm getting ready to redo my yard. Do you have anybody that does pavers, Sandy? I need a good paver person. Hey, Yasmin, I need somebody to fix my stained glass window. Do you have anybody that does stained glass fixing? Yes. And you're always going to say yes because you're going to go find that person for them. You get it? You're always going to say yes. I will go get that person for you. So now they say, okay, you're going to qualify these people. You want to proceed with some qualifying questions? So, okay, fantastic. Let me ask a few questions. So are you accepting referrals right now? How long have you been in business? What's your specialty when it comes to pools? All pools, or I specialize in, koi ponds, really. Oh, it started out with koi ponds. I have a listing right now with my husband, and he has a client with a koi pond. And what if his person decided to retire and he needed a koi pond person? Do you guys get what I'm saying? So you qualify them with some questions, okay? And then if it sounds like it's a good fit, it sounds to me like my clients are going to really like working with you. What I plan on doing is staying in touch with you every month and a half or so. So every 45 days, you're going to be in touch with them. Put them in your CRM, categorize them under contractors, categorize them under painters, categorize them under masons, categorize them under window people and solar people, or whatever you need, okay? Just to see how the program's working for you and to see if you personally have any real estate needs. Did you just gain a new client? Possibly. Did you get somebody who might refer business to you? The answer is going to be yes, as long as you're staying in touch with them. Now they're in your world. I'm trying to get into their world. They have clients. So if I get into a business that has clientele and I become their realtor of choice, what did I just do? I expanded my business on a natural basis. So what started to happen with me was every 45 days, I would give them a call. I would go out to meet them personally, introduce myself, put a face to the name, give them some information about me. It wasn't always a business card. It was something that they could keep. If they have a place where I can put business cards, then yes, that's when business cards might work. Okay. And then I stayed in touch with them. And every 45 days, how are things going? But my job was to go give them business. So now I'm thinking about giving business to somebody. Here's what happened naturally. Oh, hey, somebody's going to talk to them about, yeah, we're going to put in new carpet. Do you have people that lay carpet? Do you have people that lay tile? Do you have people that clean carpet? So when they're cleaning their carpet, yeah, we're thinking about selling our house. Oh, you should call Tanya. You should call Gina. She works that zip code. You should call Tanya. She specializes in that. She's a great realtor. Yeah, she's cool. He doesn't even know you. He doesn't even work with you yet. He doesn't even know if you're good, but he's already referring you because you're referring back to them. Does that make sense? You're already getting into partnership. This is why you need to vet them out, meet them, and go through some qualifying questions to build your team. You're building your resources, right? So yes, I'm going to share everything that I give to you guys on Coaching Tank. I always give back. So I usually will just post it in files up on Facebook. Okay. So does this make sense? Somebody give me a yes, no, reaction.
Yes, I love it.
Okay, awesome. You can use this, right? Going back to my rocket scientist. This is not rocket science. The challenge that we have is that we're in too many classes trying to figure out how to do all these crazy, amazing things. We're not talking to people. We need to be seeking business. This is lead generation on a daily basis. I'm a salesperson. I need to sell. After you've gone through these 4 principles in your head, and now you've got this, and you're going to go back and you're going to say, MJ was right. I got to get my plan, right? I need to target just one target right now before I just want everybody. I've got to get my schedule in check. I confess my schedule is the pit, be honest. And then I'm going to go out and business seek and go build my database. Because now next, you establish your brand. Your brand may already be established, so I'm not going to say that it's not. But as you're moving forward, you want to look at these steps of, okay, I'm establishing my brand so I can share it with people. When I go out and meet these people, my raving fans, I discover what matters to me and who I want to work with and how I want to serve. I do need to know who my customers are and my competitors in the field, wherever they are, and how I compete with them. Who are you competing? I don't compete with anyone. I am so amazing. There's no competition. We all have competition, especially if we're working a specific zip code or territory, right? What do you stand for? People should know what you stand for so they can recognize that Nancy stands for X, and this is what makes her a specialist in this area. And then, of course, be consistent. So there's nothing here that I'm sharing with you that you probably have not heard, and it's not rocket science. The point is, are you doing it? Are you going to implement today? And are you ready for April 1st? March 20th came already, spring started, but April 1st begins 5 is Alive. Okay. And I'll share more about that later on, but 5 is Alive is going to get started and you need to be ready. So at the heart of your business and everything that you do as you are business seeking, targeting with people and building your database, do you know these 3 things? What do you love? What do you value? And what do you stand for in your business as an owner? What do you love, really? And what are you valuing in what you do and how you offer? What do you value? People need to understand that about you so that they can say yes to you and say, you're my person. Like, you are the realtor of choice. I'm not switching. I mean, where do you want me to sign? Not only is it clear in what you say, it's that mantra that you should have. It's your daily mantra in your daily sales approach as you desire this passion to lead generate. For all the reasons that we just talked about, your passion to lead generate is because of what you love, your personal plan, what you value, and what you stand for in your business and in life. Mother Teresa, who doesn't know who Mother Teresa is? If you don't know, Google it, because that's somebody that is just an amazing human being on this planet. She's amazing. And she said this, go out into the world today and love the people that you meet. Let your presence light new light into the heart of others. You are resonating with people. You're going to resonate with some, and you're not going to resonate with others. But your focus as a salesperson and the basics in real estate sales and lead generation is to go out into the world and tell people what you love, tell them what you value, tell them what you stand for, and support them. And support them with you. Because there's enough of, I got to learn ChatGPT and I got to learn all these of it. We need to learn it all, but we're supposed to be in service for people. So I need you guys to get back into the people business. Got to get into sales. You're a salesperson. Okay. You're a salesperson. So my mantra from the heart is I love empowering, encouraging, supporting, and driving all of you to the highest level of your chosen success. Everyone has their level of chosen success. I have people that are doing 30 million and 40 million. I have other people that are happy with 8 million, and I have other people that are fine with 2 million, depending on where they are in their life. That's their personal plan. I value excellence. I value knowledge. You do need to know what you're doing. And I value accountability. That accountability is in your schedule. That accountability is in knowing what you value, what you love, and what you stand for. I stand for respect and integrity in all ways of working with people to support their dreams and their personal life. So that may be something that's just natural and it comes out and people can see it and can feel it. And that's great because that's how it should be. But do you have that written somewhere? And do people understand what you love, value, and stand for in your bio, in everything that goes out on TikTok and everything that goes out on Instagram and everything, the messages that you send on Facebook? in your letters and your text messages. It's got to come out, right? So my ultimate goal as a coach is to be the ace of spades in your pocket. So I give you the winning hand in your business and your life. I want to be that ace of spades. That means that you go, oh, you know what I got up my sleeve? Now I got this from MJ today, and I'm going to remember it. That was the ace of spades. That's going to make me win. And that's what I stand for. So this is what this is all about. Getting back into the mindset of sales, lead generation, having a passion for it. But when you have a plan and a desire and you're around that, you're going to just leaps and bounds. Before I take you into all these other steps and structure and all of that, if you don't have that clear in your head, you're going to be stuck and you're going to hit the wall every morning. Gina. You're unmuted, doll. Did you want to say something?
I just wanted to say thank you, thank you, thank you. This has been inspiring. I want to see if you can teach this as a class for my agents at my company. I really appreciate you and all the sentiments, and it's definitely a recharging class. This one is great. Thank you, MJ.
You're very welcome, Gina. Thank you for that. I appreciate your comments and inspiring encouragement as well. So mahalo to you. And I know that you are on a different time zone. So God bless you. I hope you have an awesome day. We can chat later. Anyone else want to share anything or have something that they need some help with as far as group coaching with regard to what we're talking about or anything else? How do you feel now that we've talked about all this? Where are you in those 4 principles of being clear in your plan? Forget the business plan. We're talking about personal plan. How's your personal plan? Where do you need help? Where are you targeting? Do you have a plan for your target? How's your schedule? You're welcome, Sandy. How's your schedule? Everybody's schedule good?
No, that's where I'm struggling at. My schedule, keeping on, every task done and writing it down and completing it and working on the next day. That's been my struggle this year.
So what area, I heard you say tasks. So in those tasks, are you looking at, are you remodeling and working on your business? Are the tasks related to money? Or where are you heavy on those tasks?
Well, pretty much I'm like just working on my schedule. And then, so like the morning routine, right? My tasks are to, wake up, pray, read, go to the gym by 8 o'clock.
Okay.
That kind of stuff. And then then jump on here, get home from the gym, get ready, jump on here. So I didn't even eat. I got on the phone before this. I haven't been able to just stay on track pretty much of my schedule.
Okay. How long have you been a business owner?
4 years.
4 years. When was your best year?
My first 2, year 2 and 3.
Year 2 and 3. Did you have a schedule then that was working, or were you being coached?
Yes. And I was at the office a lot more. That was yes.
Yeah. So there was a commitment to go into the office at a certain time?
Yes, pretty much. On my own, just on my own.
On your own. And so why is that? Why were you committed to go into the office then, and you're not doing that now?
No.
Okay. So did it change because of the pandemic?
Yes, it did.
Okay. Can you still go into the office or no?
Right now I switched everything up, and no, I'm completely independent. And I'm not part of an office anymore. So okay. Yes.
So I can relate to where you are just with that in itself. The biggest challenge that most people have had with the change in the pandemic is not having an accountability place to get out of our environment. when we're in our environment, unless we have extreme discipline, and I have extreme discipline, but I have challenges with dogs. That is my challenge. It's not that I can't work and do what I need to do, but my dogs are in the way. Okay. And so when I go to the office, there's a commitment to the hour of when I need to get there and a commitment of when I need to go pick up my son, or right, we have things to do. I'm going to be there for 2 hours. I'm going to be there for 3 hours. That right there in itself can change your world. Just all by itself. Is there any place that you can go? It doesn't have to be an office. It could be Starbucks. I have a place called Canvas Coffee that now I'm putting on my schedule of MJ, get up, get out. The dogs are going to be fine for 4 hours. Put them in the laundry room, right? And get up and go out. And now I'm target focused on what I'm going to do. Is there somewhere you can do that?
Yes. Luckily, I'm with EXP, so we have the Regis facilities where we can go and use. So I was doing that and I was getting back to a routine. And then the holidays came and it's just, yeah, I need to get back on it.
Okay. So let's get you to make a commitment for the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
2 weeks at a time is the elephant, when we bite the elephant in small chunks, right? So we make commitments. And most of us can make commitments in small chunks because life happens and things happen and we have to adjust. Okay. But you need to be accountable. So for the next 2 weeks, Tanya, what can you put in your schedule based on where you are now? And we're looking at now, today is Tuesday. But if we look at the calendar, when can you go to Regis? And what days can you go? And what days are you going to go?
3 times a week.
Okay. So you're going to go 3 times a week. From what time to what time?
On Tuesdays, I'll stay here. So I can just, because it's at 11 o'clock. So I would be there from 10 to 2.
Okay. So from 10 to 2, are you going to go there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?
Yes.
Okay, everyone. She's going Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We're going to help hold you accountable to that. And you're going to be there from 10 to 2. So now the next thing on your schedule is, what are you doing from 10 to 2?
Prospecting, just business, all business.
All business. So one of the things about being specific when you're targeting who you're going after is being specific what you're doing, because I can just write down prospecting on a square on my Excel spreadsheet and I have no idea who I'm calling today. I just no clue. So if you're prospecting your target, it may be through a little bit of remodel time where you're working on a letter, you're working on a text campaign, you're working on a Facebook ad, you're working on a video you're going to put on Instagram, right? And you say, okay, from 10 to 11, I'm working on my target. What was your target? I don't think you picked one. Which target are you going after, Tanya?
So this year I started doing open houses for more of luxury homes. So I like it.
Okay. So if you're going to choose luxury homes, choose a price point, like some of the other folks were doing and the other ladies were doing. They were choosing a price.
Okay.
That helps. Number one, it helps.
Okay.
So you say, okay, I'm going after anything depending on your zip code. So your zip code may be from 850 to, 3 million. Okay. That's great. Okay. That's going to be your start of your luxury. Then say 850. Now that's my target. Wonderful. Next thing is, what is the plan for that 850? Where am I going to go get business? Am I sending out a letter? Am I going to do 3 videos? Am I going to do 5 videos that I can record? And I do that from 10 to 11. And then from 11 to 12, I am going to do the next thing. And what would be the next thing? I'm scheduling an open house for the weekend, trying to find my luxury. Or I'm going to go out and preview some luxury properties, and then I'm going to go do a video. Maybe you aren't prospecting all the time. See my point?
Yes.
Then maybe you, but if you don't tell yourself what you're doing, you guys, if we don't tell ourselves what we're going to do, we don't do it. If I was paying an assistant $18 an hour because I went on vacation and I need them to take care of my business, I expect them to do exactly what I tell them to do from 10 to 2 because I paid you to do that. So, well, what do you want me to do? If you don't tell me what to do and you just tell me that I'm supposed to be taking care of the office, Same thing as prospecting. I'm just taking care of it. So be very specific with what you're doing and make sure you're looking at remodel time, working on your business is creating, educating yourself, reading, and doing things. Results time means I'm going to make phone calls. I'm going to set appointments. I'm going to build rapport with people and get them to want to work with me. You can go preview property. I don't know what area you work, Tanya. Where do you work? What city?
I'm in Anaheim, Orange County.
Okay. So if you picked an area that had luxury properties, and let's say you went and previewed a property. Okay, I'm going to go preview, and they allow you to. Okay, not all luxury homes allow you to preview property. But let's say you drove by, you looked at it, you wanted to see the area. Now, could you go knock doors? Sure, you could. You could go knock doors 5 to the right, 5 to the left, maybe 5 across the street. Okay, now you've knocked 15 doors. That's results time. I'm knocking on a door to see whether or not that owner has even seen that house. Have you been inside? Have you gotten an opportunity to see it? How does it compare to yours? How long have you lived here? They have redone their kitchen. They just redid their backyard. They just redid their floors. Oh my goodness, right? How does it compare to yours? What have you done? Are you interested? Are you curious in seeing it? I could set an appointment for you. We can go preview it if you'd like to go see it. So see, now you're talking to people. Now you can count that as results time. So I'm going to go out, going to preview a property. I can't get in, MJ. They won't let me in because you have to have proof of funds and you have to have a buyer. That's an excuse. You drive by, you look at it, you get all the information that you need. Now go knock doors and go talk to people. Because if that just went up on the market for sale and that seller's agent's not doing that, there's going to be another sign that's going to go up in the next 2 weeks to 6 weeks. As long as one sign goes up, another one goes up pretty soon. So the results time is talking to people. But if you don't tell yourself what you're going to do in that block, prospecting just becomes what? It becomes working on your business and not really prospecting. It becomes all this remodel time. Let me work on my this. Let me work on my that. Let me create this. Let me write a letter. Let me think about this. Now I'm scrolling on Facebook. Now I'm scrolling and now I'm telling John happy birthday and Sarah happy. See what I mean? It starts to happen. But when you go in there, target focus, and you know exactly what you're after on Wednesday, and on Thursday, I want this, and on Friday, I want this, and I'm done. Then I can go back and work at home and do what I would do at home very well. That makes sense? Does that help?
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else? Anyone else want a little bit of coaching after all of that? So if this helped you, put a little message in our Facebook group. Let everybody know what you got out of today. And there's a chance that we're going to change our classes to Wednesdays and probably keep them there because we have a big group of our people in Hawaii and in New York that they're not able to come on Tuesdays and they're doing a lot of rewatching and they would really like to be on live. And we probably have a much bigger group as well. So there's a good chance it'll change on Wednesdays. I hope everyone can still come on Wednesdays. It'll still be 11, but I'm just kind of dropping that to let you know that that might be happening. All right. But we're all done for today unless anybody else has anything they want me to help them with.
I have a question because I remember you mentioning you have multiple businesses, correct?
Well, yes.
Okay, so I'm having a hard time with my real estate business right now because my husband and I just opened our auto body shop that it was my why of why I was doing real estate. Okay. And we're finally there where we opened it. And now I'm just having a hard time trying to balance structuring our auto body business and then doing real estate.
That's going to take the schedule, number one, so that you can say how many hours, decide how many hours you want to work in your real estate business. Are you going to give it 20 hours? Are you going to give it 30 hours? How many hours are you going to give it first and foremost, Atanas? That's the first question. Okay. Is write that down. How many hours am I going to dedicate to the real estate business to grow it? If I'm giving this much time to the auto body shop, I need to know how many hours I'm going to give to the real estate business. I think it's awesome that you're going to have a second business because now you can tie in to your clientele that comes in there an additional service.
Correct.
Okay. So that's going to be wonderful. How you tie it in is going to be crucial. How you actually incorporate it so people can know that you have an additional expertise is also going to take, maybe there's a sign, maybe there's something that you offer as an incentive. Anybody that is a member of your auto body shop or get service there, consider us your real estate company. We offer this kind of an incentive. Why not?
Yeah.
And choose the hours that you're going to dedicate, then put it on your schedule so that you can say, this is what I'm going to be doing during that time. I think you put in absentee owners, Atanas, did you, or luxury homes?
No, I did. So I have a lot of first-time home buyers, which I think that's my biggest part of my business.
That's good.
Absentee owners, I do see an opportunity. But first-time home buyers is actually the biggest, what I do the most.
What you do the most and what you would prefer to target, right? So
yeah,
then that needs to be something you focus and localize in and specialize in, which means you're learning about a lot of the finance that's available to them. And then have a nice place, obviously, in your auto body shop that has a board that says something, and key in on those people.
okay.
There's no reason why you shouldn't. And yes, you can have more than one business. I have managed quite a few and jumbled quite a few businesses in my lifetime with my husband. And I had a real estate business, and we also had a large building materials company, like the size of a Home Depot. So I get you. And I could still manage to do both, but I wasn't doing as much of the real estate. Obviously, that was the bigger piece of the hours and the time.
Right. And that's where I dedicating a lot more time here at the shop than real estate. So my plan was maybe just focusing on my referrals that I get, and then I just educating myself. So selecting the trainings and the classes for the month.
Sure.
And working on referrals, because I'm dedicating so much time here. I'm here from 8 to 5. And then I come home and I have my kids, and I don't want them to feel like we're not there anymore. Both mom and dad are at the shop. So, and we're just starting and building, even though we've been in the business for 25 years, but this is his own, so it's like our baby right now. And this is why I even joined real estate, was to help get to this point.
So I love what you're sharing, because there could be many people that have this kind of situation where you're also supporting another loved one and you have a different business that you want to do. It's not like you can't do it. That's the luxury of what real estate offers. It offers the flexibility for you to choose. We started out with principle number 1. What do you want? So personally, Atanas, what do you want real estate to do for you and offer for your life and for your family? What is that?
For me right now is we're leasing this location, but the goal is to buy our own commercial building.
Ah, awesome. And of course, you're going to use your license to do that, right?
Right.
So the idea of you getting customers and clients to help serve what you personally are wanting to do becomes important.
Yes.
Okay. So these first-time buyers, we mentioned first-time buyers, but you've also asked about referrals, and referrals is a whole different thing, even though it's all incorporated. But first-time buyers are new people. We should always be asking for referrals. Do you have a big sphere of influence and past clients to be asking referrals from?
So thank you, Jesus. I naturally get referrals for first-time home buyers. So all the first-time home buyers that I have assisted, they refer me to their friends who saw that they bought a home and they did it. So they refer me, and I get business. That's how I get my business.
Okay. So here's what I hear. You have a really good opportunity. You use the word referral to continue to work with your spouse on this dream that you have. You need to connect with someone that you trust, that you can support, so that you can hand off and now get a referral from the first time buyer that you can't support and truck around and take them everywhere because you're 8 to 5 at the office.
Right.
And you get, let's say you get an Adela, you get a Nancy, you get a Tanya, you find that person in your area where you work and you need to vet them out. You need to make sure that they resonate with you and are going to treat your clients the way you would want them to be treated. Don't just pick whoever. I'm interviewing. I'm looking. I have referrals to give out. If you are this avatar, call me. If you've been in the business this long, if this is what you love, what you value, what you stand for, this is me. I'm looking to refer customers to you. Contact me. I'm looking to interview. Now you interview, and now you maybe have 2 people. Maybe you even have somebody that speaks another language. So these referrals come to you, give it to them. Now what are you doing? You're building your little nest egg of a 20% referral, 15% referral, 25% referral, depending on the price point. And go do what you're doing with your husband. Continue to figure out, or however you're getting those first-time buyer leads, refer them to somebody, let them go do all that work and get a referral. Mailbox money.
Okay.
That's what I would be doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I needed some advice on that because I like it, but I'm loving this and I love building this with my husband. But I also don't want to lose time with my family. They're my priority, like my kids. I don't want to lose time with them. So it's been hard.
It doesn't have to be hard, right? It's selling is so easy. It's hard. We got to make it simple. So now if you were to give Adela a first-time buyer referral, Adela and you guys, let's say you came together. I don't think you even work in the same state. But my point is Nancy's going to go, absolutely. What can I do to help you? If you guys resonate together, that blesses their life. But in return, if you already have a system that's giving you first-time buyers, sit back, let somebody else take great care of your people. If you're not building it that way and that's not your desire, but yet it can still serve to get you the building that you want, I would be referring it all day without a question.
Yeah, the referring, because both of my sister-in-laws are real estate agents, and I joined because I started doing real estate because they saw that it would, they thought it would be good for me, but they're both in different companies.
Oh, okay. One
just became a broker and opened her own brokerage, and then the other one works for Century 21. So I have people that I trust, but they don't work in the same company as me.
That's okay. They don't have to work in the same company.
They don't, right?
No, they absolutely don't. That's the whole point. I have people, I don't have them in all 52 states. I wish I had an agent in every state. And I think that's another target that I didn't bring that up because I just want to keep it simple. But when we're out there networking and we're meeting other people, we do need to be meeting agents that work in areas that you don't have time to work. I mean, we say we'll work everywhere. I'm not going to San Diego, you guys. It's not my market. I'm not going to go to Beverly Hills and I'm not going to go to Burbank. It's not my market, nor do I want to spend the gas and the time away because I have a schedule that I want to keep. So if I've already given out referrals, I'm going to get mailbox money. So you need to do the same thing, Atanas, and this is for everyone. Start building your own database. And I didn't even bring that up because it just goes deeper into all these other kinds of classes. But your database, there should be an amazing database of real estate agents that you can call on to refer to areas you don't work. Okay. I don't work that area. Oh, I can help you. I've got people. I've got somebody now, again, just last night, we were hoping to help them buy, and they've decided to move to Nashville. Another client of mine, I just had another good friend of ours, and they moved to Nashville. Now they're moving to Nashville. And then their family, their mom and dad, past clients, are going to move to Nashville. Their son's going to move to Nashville. Do I have agents in Nashville? Yes. So great for me. Awesome for them because they're going to be well taken care of. Find those people. I think, Atanas, you need to move your targets to 2. First-time buyers that are coming to you, and go start finding the agents that you can refer. And the ones that you're not going to have any issues with, nothing's going to happen, give it to them.
All right. And then I like the idea. I think that's what I needed to hear, is that we don't have to be in the same company.
Nope, you don't. and establish what you're going to ask for. You can say, hey, if it's between this price and this price point, I'm asking for a 15% referral. If it's between this price and this, I'm asking for 20. If it's between this and this, I ask for 25. And don't ask for maybe more than 25 because you're passing a name and a number and they're still going to do all the work.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
And bravo to you. Yes, I think Nancy was saying proud of you. It's awesome. Building another business is wonderful, but don't give up what you personally wanted to get out of this business for you and how it can serve your family with this next commercial building. That's awesome.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, guys, I have to run. I have to get on at 12:30, but I hope this blessed you. If you weren't able to watch it with us, it will be recorded after it's done. I'll pop it up on to Facebook. Go make it an awesome day. Be blessed and go start seeking business. It's not rocket science. Okay. See y'all later.